and welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing my first Q&A because I felt like I'm nearly 100 subscribers, thank you guys so much by the way. And I just thought that I have enough people now to actually maybe have a bit of an interest in me or want to know things about me. I'm going to try and make this one quick though and not ramble. Let's get on with the questions. Also, thank you so much to everyone that actually spent time asking me questions, and I hope you enjoy the video. So the first questions are from Jess S Art, love your art by the way, and she asks, are you a vegetarian / vegan? And no, I'm not. I would really love to be a vegan though. It's just very unrealistic for me just because I literally eat like the same 3 meals and rotate every day. If I ate a lot of variations of foods, then I'd love to be vegan. Have I owned pets my whole life? Yes, I have. Our first ever pets when I was born was 3 cats. And who are my top 5 YouTubers? I'm literally subscribed to like 130 people, so I can't choose 5. But I'm just gonna throw a few at you. Some pet people, some not. Tessa Brooks, Sadie Aldis, Pippin Jardine, Emiology, quite like her videos. Cheeky Hamsters, I just subscribed to you the other day, your videos are great. Same for Hamster Potter. But there's a lot of channels that I love, so thank you for the questions. Next we have Anna Animals, I love your donkeys by the way. How old are you? I'm actually 17, I turned 17 in March. When did you get your first pet? So my own first pet was either gerbils or guinea pigs. I can't remember which ones I got first, but I got those when I was 8. Well, I definitely know that I got guinea pigs when I was 8 because I got those for my birthday, but I can't remember what age I was when I got the gerbils, but we had those like at the same time. What's my favourite animal? I really struggle to answer this question because I don't have a favourite animal, I never really have. I like rats because they're just like nice pets to have. They're probably my favourite pets ever. I obviously love dogs because dogs are just amazing, but I feel like dogs are such a boring answer because everyone loves dogs. But there's not really any like exotic animal that I love. I can't have a favourite. And she also says you deserve so much more subscribers, so thank you so much. Next we have Hamster Potter. Favourite pet? Oh my god, favourite pet. My favourite pet is my dog Charlie, and he's a little bumhole at times, well most of the time, but he's just like, we just have such a special bond. I don't know what it is, but like, I don't know. I just feel like me and that dog have got like a really good bond. Why did you start YouTube? So I actually have done YouTube since I was like 13. I had my first ever YouTube channel back in January 2015. And the reason I started my first ever YouTube channel was because my friend who had a hamster, she like made a YouTube channel about her hamster, and she like had a little camera and stuff. I think she kind of like showed me how to do it, or like it kind of like made me like go out of my way to learn how to actually upload a video because I didn't really know how to. But then yeah, I learned to do that and then made videos. How did I come up with my channel name? I don't really know. I'm pretty sure it just said write your title name here, and I just needed to put something, so I put that, I think. And what's my favourite colour? So my favourite colour is like always been greens, but now it's kind of like more on the greeny blue / greys. But it's like specific greens, specific blues and specific greys. She also put I helped, which you did, thank you so much. So next up we have Ratastic, and again I love her channel, and she also said that about mine, so thank you. And here's a question. So what is my favourite book? I used to love reading like when I was younger, but I don't really anymore. But my favourite book that always like has stuck in mind is Born to Run by Michael Morpurgo. It's about a greyhound that it like has like a few different owners throughout its life, and I just thought it was really interesting. My favourite movie, I don't really have like favourite movies. Some good movies was Warhorse for like an animal related video, and also like I can't remember what it's called, but that dog, it's called like Bella the dog or something. It's definitely not called that, but that one, I think I was like really sad that day, but I literally sat there and cried the whole film. I don't think the film was actually that sad, but I think it was just me. The Conjuring was good. And then the last question is, do you have any hobbies or activities that you particularly enjoy? And my straight up answer to that is no, I'm really lazy and boring now. I always made excuses that like before quarantine was that I don't have time to do anything, that's why I don't really do anything, but now that I have loads of time on my hands, I literally don't do anything still. My biggest phase apart from animals was probably like self-taught gymnastics / trampolining. Like for a good few years I like trained myself at that to get flexible and stuff. I could do the splits at one point, and I lost like my splits now. I kind of stopped doing that. 2018 was like my last year that I like really tried hard at that. I still like will go out now and stuff. These videos are quite new. But yeah, I don't really do it anymore. And I also like did journaling for a little bit. Editing, I used to like have like fan accounts, and I would like make photo edits and some video edits and stuff. Well, but in the video I kind of just mentioned like my old interests, but my current interests are I like going on walks, and before all the gyms shut I was going to the gym for like a year like consistently, but I can't do that at the minute obviously, but like working out. And she also says, I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're doing well as well as your rats. Peaky Time, another channel I love. Have any of your pets ever had to go to the vet? Yes, so my dogs go to the vets every year for their vaccines and stuff, but apart from that, my dog Pepper, she did slice her paw on glass in this woods once, and she had to be rushed to the vets to get that fixed, otherwise she could have bled out because she cut a vein or something in the paw. She pretty much like sliced the bottom of her paw off almost. One of my first two rats, Storm, he got a big abscess, and we kind of just left it to do its own thing until one day it kind of just, it ended up bursting, and it got like, it was really gunky and stuff, so that had to go and be removed, and he had to go to the vets like every single day for about a week so that they could apply this cream. We had a cat put to sleep, we had Ralph the Hedgehog put to sleep not long ago, and then we also had a guinea pig Rosie. I really don't know really what happened that much, but we think she either had like a bladder or uterus infection which attracted flies, and like I said, it was like October, so it was really random, but she pretty much got maggots and fly strike or something along those lines. We don't really know, this is just what the vets said anyway. And she went there for like some spot-ons and like an injection as well, and then about 3 days later we went back to see if she had improved. She hadn't, so she had to be put to sleep, and that was like one of the saddest pet deaths I've probably ever had, just because I felt like it's my fault and stuff. And then also my ferrets, well, Smokey now, and then Bandit as well, they go for their jaw jabs. Abby's Animals asked, what made you first start YouTube? I think I kind of already answered that, just seeing my friend up the road do it, and I kind of wanted to do it as well. So she also asked, where would I like to travel? I would really like to go to California, the Bahamas to swim with the pigs, Australia for like the wildlife aspects. South Africa is such a beautiful country. I want to go to South Africa. My most recent is like Bali, because I saw like TikToks of like those like massive swings, like, and I just wanted to go and do that because why not? What made me love hamsters? So I've never actually had a hamster, but I do really like hamsters. I feel like a lot of YouTubers have hamsters. Like hamsters are like probably like one of the biggest animals that everyone has, and so obviously I just watched hamster videos. I don't know if that really answered the question, but hamsters are just adorable, and I really want a hamster at some point as well. Favourite restaurant? So as I mentioned earlier, I'm quite fussy with my food. I'm that annoying friend that like gets chips and chicken nuggets whenever you go to restaurants, so I don't really like restaurants, but yeah, McDonald's. She also says, love your channel, I hope the questions help. Thank you so much, Abby. Rat Tails, and she also said, love my videos, so thank you so much. Do I have a favourite shows? The Walking Dead. The Rain on Netflix was like the first Netflix series I ever watched, and The Rain on Netflix, I've never heard anyone talk about it, but I thought it was so good. And then there's also another series that's not on Netflix, but just like, I watched it on TV like twice now because it was that good. And it's called My Mad Fat Diaries. It's a little bit triggering, so if you're like sensitive to anything like that, then wouldn't watch it, but I can't think of any others. Favourite food? Chocolate cake. Probably anyway. Anything sweet I like. If you could have another pet, what would it be? So literally every single week I go through an obsession with like a different pet. At the minute it is my ducklings because of TikTok, and also lambs. Yeah, I would really like to have some lambs, and I know that ducklings and lambs both go into ducks and sheep obviously, but regardless I would still love that. And I walked a sheep on a lead in collar once at this petting farm, and it was great. Little Kingdom asked, favourite pet product? Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know what my favourite pet product is. I do quite like the wooden bendy bridges and the tough tubes. Any cute chew toys really. Favourite colour? Blue, green, grey. Thank you so much. And then Shiny Question said, what was your first pet? So my first pet was either the gerbils or the guinea pigs, I can't really remember. And then someone else that doesn't want me to ask their name. Fast forward me talking for 2 minutes straight. I've just realised I read the question wrong. And she's asked, what is your favourite and least favourite animal to work with at college? So not about working with them, but my animals. My favourite is probably the rats. So, warning in advance for the huge stutter that's about to arrive. I'm not even going to attempt to fix that, sorry. Because when you first start, everyone hates rats, so it's quite nice to go into the animal college and be like the only one that really like the rats. And then like when you get to first hold them and stuff, you're just like, my heart is so happy, and everyone else. And then you like watch everyone else around you love, like they fall in love with the rats. Like, trust me, if you don't like rats, when you meet rats, you're going to fall in love with them. You go into the room with the rats in and everyone just rushes over and wants to hold them and stuff. So that's quite nice. And then my least favourite animal to work with at college is probably the like budgies and stuff at college. We don't really do anything with those, so probably those or the alpacas, just because they are kind of scared of people, and their poo is awful to clean up, just because it's like rabbit tails and grass. Yeah, probably those two, just because we don't really do much with them. How do I feel about zoos? And by the way, I'm loving your questions because they're actually like really interesting. I could like make a whole video about zoos. How I feel about zoos, I'm still not really sure. Like, I don't think I like zoos or support them, but then if my college was going to go on a trip to the zoo, I'd probably go anyway. I agree with like the conservation and breeding programs. You know, like climate change is a big deal and the polar bears are dying, but why take the polar bears from Antarctica and bring them to England or America? Like, it just doesn't seem right to me to see a polar bear on grass. I don't know too much about it obviously, but I feel like they just don't thrive like they would in Antarctica. If they can't live in Antarctica, then they kind of shouldn't be forced to stay around, if that makes sense. I don't really know. Would I ever own a bird? So I literally never ever have had an interest in owning a bird until I came across Live Last Bird's channel. Like, she's the only bird channel I actually watch. But she literally makes me want a bird, like, so much. I don't think I'll ever get a bird though, just because I feel like that it would annoy me, just the noises that they make and stuff. Favourite dog breed? My favourite dog breed is probably the German Shepherd, although I don't really agree with how they're bred anymore. I won't get into that, but German Shepherds do have a very big soft spot in my heart. But I like pit bulls and staffies, just because they kind of smile. I love any big dogs really, like big dogs for the win. What is my biggest accomplishment? Honestly, this is the thing that kind of like gets me down about life. Like, I'm really gonna go cry about this now, because I don't feel like I have any accomplishments. Like, there's nothing that anyone would remember me for. Everything that I've ever accomplished is just minor things that don't actually matter. Like, every day is just accomplishments for me really as well. Like, yesterday I like sparkling my rats and I was like, this was an accomplishment for me today because I actually got up and did something productive. I'm really boring at that. And I think that's all. Oh wait, she said something else actually. She said, only recently found your channel but I'm really enjoying it. So thank you so much. It's so cool that you also do the same as me. So yeah, thank you so much as well for everyone asking questions and all your lovely questions and comments. Thank you again so much for watching this video. It really means a lot to me, and hopefully we can get to 100 subscribers soon, and I hope you guys are all staying safe and all your animals are okay. Mine are all doing good at the minute. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video, hopefully. Bye!